Good afternoon to all. Welcome to our second Modal Day. For those who know me, I'm Bruno Castro from Investor Relations at Modal. I'm Bruno Castro. Today we have the honor and privilege of once again being able to navigate over our ecosystem and present some of the most strategic areas and most relevant areas of our business. And where once again we have the presence of our main leaders to be able to tell the story, the strategy, positioning, and the different unique aspects of our different areas. So the last time we transmitted our modal day, as we always highlight, it's the center of excellence that's very important for us, where we on a daily basis produce a series of educational content that are relevant and directed to the needs of our clients. Since the agenda of the day is starting with a more focus on our retail, with Tajiba presenting our B2C and Juliana Sanchins presenting our B2B with an analogy to our main results. Then we will have Rodrigo Puga that's responsible for our variable income. And then we have our head of retail flow as well. And then we'll have Felipe Colim, head of our Modal Empresas, Modal Businesses, which is in our results as well, our earnings, talking about investment banking and our positioning in this important segment related to wholesale. Finally, at the end of these presentations, we will have a Q&A session where I'll be available for any questions or final comments that you would like from us. Please take advantage of this moment and enjoy this meeting. So Tajiba, you have the floor. Thank you so much again for your presence. Hello, my name is Jorge Itajiba. I'm head of B2C of Modal. I'm very happy to be here participating at this event, and today I'm going to present to you how our strategies are structured here at Modal's B2C. I think it's important to highlight that B2C is the bank's channel that goes directly to final clients, and I see that today we're able to, within the internal commercial strategy of Modal, get competitive advantages that we can really highlight in the industry, starting with personalized advisory and content that is relative to the market. We are ready to support our clients in the most important decisions that they make along their entire journey of investments. It's also important to highlight the high added value of the complete ecosystem of intelligence, which we can highlight. We were elected the second year the best house of independent analysis of Brazil by PNEC. So I believe that's important to highlight this. So congratulations in the name of Modal Bank. So the global portfolio that also helps us in the consolidation of our different portfolios with different data sciences. So different profiles of clients can really have all of their needs met and all of their challenges and needs met. And then we're going to talk about the new trader. This is a segment where Modal has always highlighted itself with different profiles. We've always been at the vanguard of what we have the best for stock exchange clients. So Puga is going to talk more about this with you. Remembering that all of this is inserted in a complete structure of products and solutions such as credit and cards. And now we have Modal Mais as an investment platform. The environment is differentiated with the solutions that we create, all of the challenges that the clients may have. So in order to get all of this to work, we are organized internally in 3 different segments that were designed with processes and level of services that are specific with this, the need to give more scale to the needs of each client. So we have a proposal value that is very interesting, and advisors are supported by technological solution and data to support the clients in the phase of construction of their assets. They can start investing with 50,000 reais. We have a complete structure of communication with multi-platforms integrating to the bankers of all of the most important clients that want to invest or allocate investments. In the same scale, we split clients between advisors based on a high array of people that support us with our relationship with our clients and improve the LTV and the numbers at the end of the line. On prestige, we are focusing on the equity of clients at over 400,000 reais with a better expectation with profits of that, higher profits. With the intelligence and products are fundamental. All of the intelligence areas, we are able to add differential advisory, not only through relationships, we are even closer in this space, but also from the point of view of allocation and making the profit higher of our clients' equity. And this level, we have the next level where the bankers that are ready to structure their equity management are going to work long term. In this segment, we have a very strong culture to value intellectual capital, where the bankers are going after the frontiers of knowledge and stratifying the most areas of the market. The premium, we want to deliver high level of market intelligence and the best offers at this shelf of products. So none of this would be making any sense to our clients if there was not a high level of personalization with the company. So ever since the beginning of the year, we've matured the model of services where we try to identify the new bankers and the clients and align the profile of investors with the bank. This is for the most digital model of start as well as the most individualized premium level. We believe that at the moment that is so challenging for the industry with high interest rates, this is a very important moment for us to be important to our clients. So undoubtedly, for all of this to work in the day-to-day, we consolidated a model, integrated model between all of the segments where we can analyze data in a broad way, which makes the life of the client better with us, as well as a background and profile, banking profile. So after a year of growth, of consistent growth, we are sure that we are prepared for one more cycle of maturity, transactional maturity, which will bring to more maturity with our relationship with clients through a leverage, a plan of growth with all of these outstanding points that we consolidated over the years. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope that we can continue being an environment that is proper for investments, long-term investments. Now I pass the floor to Juliana to talk about our B2B solutions or channels. Thank you so much, Itajiba. It's a great pleasure to be at this event. I'm going to start here telling you about the structure, our B2B structure. Before thanking you all for your participation, I would like to present myself. I'm Juliana. I'm head of B2B. I've been in this area for 3 years, and I've had the opportunity here to deal with these different partners that are so special to us for more than 15 years of market experience. I would like to start telling you a little bit about our B2B structure and how we are able to strengthen this entire work front throughout 2022. Starting the explanation on the pillars that permeate this structure, I will talk a little bit about the three main pillars that are at the basis of our work throughout 2022. The first one is the pillar of inflow or captation. So it's very important for us to increase our inflow of clients by strengthening the relationship that these clients have with our advisory or our counseling. This is supported by the using the data from our qualified database, plus all of the work that our analysts do where we use our platform. More and more, we increase this indicator to capture more clients. The second pillar that we also need to highlight here, which was the base of the channel, is generating revenue or generating income. This is a pillar that is very important, that was, after a lot of effort, created in the B2B structure, in which we were able to create a centralization of this of distribution of different nodes of distribution inside of these offices to understand the economic scenario, our products in the platform, so that more we could have compliance or solutions that were customized to our channel. This would generate on a monthly basis much more positive results for the revenue generated by the channel. The last pillar also worked on, that was created within our B2B network over 2022, is the NPS pillar, evaluating not only internally but also externally all the intent, concept, and vision that our clients have in relation to our services and the services we provide. So we have a network of evaluations, uh, satisfaction surveys, and understanding what could be improved, be it in our advisory groups or in our board, but also within our internal structure, our platform of products. So we've been working on consistently improving our NPS indicator, which is something we are very careful about, and we always include it in our action plan. That starts with a review of processes, improving our platform, technological incrementation, and that's how we measure every delivery to understand the improvements of the NPS. So having finalized the presentation on the pillars, I would like to pass the floor now and tell you about the B2B structure. How does it work and how are we split internally? The structure, the B2B structure, essentially has three main focuses of action. The first one that I would like to highlight is one that is inside of our structure is the commercial front. The commercial front is not only to foresee the expansion of our network, be it through capturing or partners that are completely regularized or certified, but also it has a front of expansion focused on training of new professionals within this channel. This is a bias of the commercial team that is very important. We worked on it over 2022 and we carry it over 2024. Something else that we have is the team that we have with our B2B clients. So there we understand the need to have any front of incentive, commercial incentive. That team is very close to commercial management or trading management. And then to bring in more revenue in the commercial structure, we have this front of distributions, which are professionals inside of our team that are very close to our offices, understanding the needs of each product, both from our ecosystem and modulating campaigns, fronts of revenue, and of our different fronts. We have the operational teams that permeate our entire process, from onboarding to habilitation, control, concierge, which we need to work on very quickly, and it needs to be very dynamic in order to accompany all of the evolution and the needs that these partners have. These partners have to access our environment. The operational team also consists of what we call a B2B concierge. It is nothing more than a team that under that intermediates all of the middle intermediations, any demand that is very punctual or timely that our clients may have, and is able to provide differentiated modal services. I could not forget to talk about our B2B squads. The B2B squad is a technological team that works on a daily basis to understand the needs of our partners and to cover an entire scenario of deliverables with the scenarios of improving our captation or our collection, our NPS, our inflow, our revenue, but they're technological solutions which seek to increase our three main pillars. The structure, the B2B structure, it simply works because we also have a managerial strategic bias to support this whole structure. So that is very important. That's how we manage the structure. So the managerial pillar has two main fronts. One is focused on planning, a strategic planning, not only of the area itself, but also support for our offices, where we bring managerial reports to our offices, indicators, and KPIs so that they can also grow together with Modal. And then within the managerial cycle, we have a circuit that thinks about the experience of our partners and the capacity building of our partners. When we talk about experience, of course, there we are talking about a group that involves process reviews, reviewing the entry of information, how information is treated, how it is understood, but also in generating content, generating communication that can also incentivize quality services and communication with our clients. So capacity building is very modern, online, through a trail of capacity building, and all of our partners have access to it. They can, at any moment they desire, look for information. It's a trail that is completely dynamic, where we promote the review of this content so that we can keep everyone at the same time updated with the best information available on the market and our internal circuits. So I spoke about the structure, I spoke about our pillars, but I would like to also talk about what are the partners? What are our B2B partners? How does this ecosystem work today? Over 2022, we were able to really consolidate and transform our platform, our B2B platform, so that we could cover all of the market players. Today, we already are ready, and we already have all of these partners, which I'm going to share a bit about with you. They're all plugged into our platform. On the distribution front, we have our autonomous agents. They are the ones that are the base of our B2B. We have more volume with these kind of clients. They're the ones that work more focused on the distribution of bonds and real estate bonds and shares. And we also started working with bank correspondents or banking agents that are focused to improve the credit and exchange of supply and credit to support them in this product. Not only the distribution front, those are the more classic ones at B2B. We also strengthened our 2022 structure. We started a work that has been growing, which is what sets us apart for the relationship, is our fiduciary public or consultants. So we have consultants that support our clients in planning their different funds or portfolios. We also have a platform that is adapted to their reality and to the needs of the managers of equity. You can work there. We work there with exclusive funds or administered portfolios. So we have various different vehicles and different professionals that are all regulated and are compliant in order to support us in our B2B channel. I cannot forget to talk about the last player that we also modeled, which is what we call referrals. Nothing more than a front to capture new leads. So B2B partners that allow us to refer referrals to other clients, and then those clients enter our ecosystem by using different services. Insurance, social securities, we have modal businesses, we have different areas. So once a client is referred to our ecosystem, they can do this cross-selling with other business fronts and other lines inside of our ecosystem. As you notice, we were able to, over 2022, consolidate our platform to be able to reach different kinds of market professionals and areas in the market and add to our perspective of services many different kinds of relationships, and that we can find them on the B2B channel. Now, talking about 2023, I think that the projections that we have are in the sense of maintaining this growth. We are focusing on organic growth, the increase of the offices that are already connected to us, so support more and more these partners with their internal growth so that they can capture new internal advisors and also support us at Modal. We will also work intensely to increase the margins of contributions, revisiting that moment where I commented of management of processes and cost reductions and optimizing our cash generation so that we can evolve in our margin of contribution and remain in this front of the institution with products, with the evolution of new campaigns, generating the opportunities for businesses, not only for our B2B clients, but also for all of our final clients that we have. That's what I wanted to share with you about B2B. I would like to once again thank you so much for this opportunity. And now I'm going to pass the floor to Rodrigo Pulga, who's going to tell you about the area of active investors. Thank you so much, Juliana. It is a pleasure to be here today at Modal Day 2022. We are going to talk about variable income and active investors. For those who do not know me, my name is Rodrigo Pulga. I am the head responsible for retail, variable income, and active investors. Our main objective here in this area has been to improve the clients and improve LTV and get the loyalty of our clients. So for that, we work through three main fronts. The main front is in retail, the habitational assets. So we worked very hard to train our clients so that they can improve their performance and become better and better investors in variable income and better active investors over time. This has been done through various investments with educational courses that are free courses and which has given us great results. We've also worked a lot together with the area of B2B, and our clients have been advised by our B2B area with our table of variable income, and we've produced a few products that also have been very accepted in these two different segments. The main products that we have to consider in this area have been the automatized portfolio, which invests of the recommendations from analysts. We have a few profiles that investors can automatically join, and they can invest automatically, and on a monthly basis it is rebalanced. Another product that we also have invested in is in structured operations, where we've also had a growing demand for this kind of product, where our advisors, external and internal advisors, have presented very good results. I'm going to call Felipe, who is going to talk about Modal Empresas, the Modal company channel. Well, good. Thank you so much. Now we'll have the opportunity to talk about Modal Empresas, Modal businesses, the initiatives that we are developing, the expectations that we have for next year, and how we are planning to enter and explore these opportunities in the market. I think it's a little bit of what was already mentioned in our last Modal Day. So we believe that financial deepening is not only restricted to investors, but also to companies and groups that access the capital market to get the funds that they need, but also to develop their own investments and operations. Here I brought a slide that demonstrates this with some data, where it shows that over the years, ever since 2012, we've seen a lot of growth in the capital market in Brazil. So if you look at, as we have performed in the last few years, I talked about the capital market in Brazil. Every year, we have a growth of 300 new companies that are seeking the Brazilian capital market. There are companies that did not have this tool previously, and now they have this tool and all of the benefits that come with it, and all of the issues that are associated to this kind of operation, better transparency, better governance. this year we should probably have a very strong year. Last year, we had the issuance of around 40 billion reais. These issuances are 50% in the bank and 50% goes to the market. In the 9 first months, we already went to 990 million with the expectation that the year will close once again with a record volume, but still maintaining new issuers coming into the market with development accompanied by the market, not only based on bank balance sheets. When we look at the variable income, if we were to benchmark what we have today in terms of the number of issuers and representation in our capital market, in the market cap, the value of the shares that are on the stock exchange against the GDP, and if we compare it with more developed markets, which is the American market, we see that we have a long ways to go still. So this is the thesis that is the basis of what Modal businesses has done, Modal Empresas, that we have more and more companies and more participants accessing the market. And how can we prepare to reach the market? First of all, we have to be willing to talk to everyone who has the intention of going to the market and creating a senior team to bring them, to reach out and bring them into the market, and to always believe that development doesn't ever end here. What's another pillar that we have? It's a relationship. So we really believe in the value of the journey that our client has. We are not a team that's only focused on operations. We are more concerned, or very concerned, to understand where our client is coming from, where the client wants to go, and then we try to place ourselves in the journey of the client and not the opposite. Why is this important? Well, because we believe that these cycles are very good, which we say are short-term cycles that are focused on treasury operations, and then medium-term cycles, which has to do with administering balances, bridge financing, and then long-term cycles. Those are strategic operations like M&A, IPOs, and follow-ons. So how are we inserted in the client's journey? Since we are inserted in the client's journey, we have the capacity to explore all of these cycles in a harmonized way, aligned with what is most important to the client. And that way, we are no longer a banker of house, which is associated to the lower bankers, or the banker of expertise that are more strategic, and then we're able to capture the transformational operations, which are the ones that are the banker of trust, which is when the client thinks about buying a competitor or selling the company or going and doing an IPO. They know that they'll have us, someone who can accompany them throughout the entire journey, understands where they want to go, where they are and where they want to go, and that can offer them the best solution possible. In terms of positioning and action or operation, we like the model where we say we're a risk logistic player. So we accumulate risk at Modal because we're a bank. We have a balance, but we're in the business of originating operations. So when the client, we understand that we have the capacity to create an agile and innovative solution. We have a balance in the bank that we can use. We bring the opportunities into Modal companies. We analyze very quickly what needs to be analyzed. So it's better, the analysis needs to be fast, not only for our partners, because many of the operations originate very quickly, and we also need to give them feedback very quickly. We also talk a lot about that we like real problems, because since we have a very good structuring team, we like to talk to the client and understand exactly what the problem is so that we can be sure that we are offering the best solution for them. And many times, it's not the solution that the client wanted. Sometimes it's another solution. Sometimes it's another thing that needs to be done. And finally, we have our distribution team, which is also a team that has a lot of experience and that knows the appetite of investors. And based on that, we can build solutions that allow us, where Modal is a nucleus or center of passage, where the risk passes through from the issuers to the distributors. So we always see ourselves as a provider of liquidity for both markets, be it the issuers or the investors, and always using our knowledge of both clients, of the investing client and the issuing client, and our capacity to innovate and our capacity to bring solutions that are different, which both sides were imagining. And finally, I can share with you work that we've been done here at Modal Empresas. In our new constitution, we were recognized and classified by Estadão in the ranking that they do along with Finanças Mais as the third best wholesale bank. This criteria is based on growth, market leadership, and performance. So this is recognition that we're very satisfied to receive, and we're very happy, and it has been validating the efforts that we've done over the years and the trajectory that we're building here at Modal Empresas, Modal Company. So I pass the floor back now to BJ for him to carry out the questions and answers session. That was excellent. Thank you so much, everyone, for their participation. It was a great deep dive into 4 relevant business models in our ecosystem. I hope you all liked it, and I hope you all learned a little bit more about our strategy and about how we work. Now we're going to begin our questions and answer sessions, remembering that all questions should be directed to us through our chat platform, and I'll be reading them here in our Q&A session. We already have 2 questions here that I can start with about the XP business share switch. So at this moment, we continue to wait for the finalization of XP's payment and our next assembly for this switch of share switch, and then for the definitive approval from the central bank for the final clients of this transaction. In terms of the timeline, is that it will probably happen in the first quarter of 23, remembering that the relevant fact that came out on the 7th of January, that our best estimate would be between 12 and 15 months, and we continue using the space of time which we stated at the beginning of the transaction. I would like to highlight once again that we've worked tirelessly to overcome the regulatory burdens that are involved in this transaction. So we will issue all of the communications necessary to keep our base updated. Once again, I would like to highlight that we are here available. The Q&A is open for a few more minutes if there are any other questions on these subjects. And once again, our IR team is here. Our email is here. And my contacts are here also, available to all of the investors that are present. So if there are no further questions, and with no further ado, thank you so much for joining our Modal Day. I would like to highlight once again that we are available, and we are very honored and privileged to be able to tell you a little bit more about our business. Have a great afternoon and have a great end of the year.